me a countdown here. What classes do you teach?
So currently right now I teach math and science 7, and then next semester I have all the grade 9 POE boys. I'm going to be teaching them math for half a day every second day.
Wow. What is the hardest grade to teach?
Oh. I don't think you can say that right away. I think it depends on each group of students that come in and where you work with them and establish connections and develop those relationships that you earn that trust, and then you build off of that to be able to teach them.
Do you value every concept that you teach?
I value the fact that we have to teach it to students. There are certain concepts, particularly in math, that I don't know where students will ever use that again in their life. And so I'd like to see some more practical things come into the math curriculum, particularly in the later grades.
Okay, you kind of answered it, but do you think every concept that you teach has a value?
Okay, so how is that different than the first question?
Well,
Okay.
the first one was a personal.
Right, so the value in the things that I teach, so I'm thinking like grade 7, everything's very practical and it makes sense. But once I get into my grade 9 math curriculum, there's certain things like polynomials that unless you're going into certain fields that you need to use that, you probably will never use it again. So I value it to prepare students for later on in life, but that doesn't apply to all the students that I teach.
Do you think the high school atmosphere prepares us for real life?
I think there are certain aspects that prepare students for real life. I don't know that everything that students learn in high school prepares them for real life. I think they need to have a good balance between what they're learning in school as well as they're developing their own social skills and their personal relationships.
What do you think the most important class is that high school offers?
Calling people out? I don't know. I think that depends on where you're at and what grade you're in. So
You can do one for like lower and higher grades.
So junior, I would say it's probably still, I'm trying to talk louder. It's probably still those core subject areas because that's the teachers that they see the most and the connections that they're going to build with. Seniors, I think it's harder to connect with seniors because it needs to be with the classes that they're passionate about. So I think it's a little bit harder to build those skills. I'm also probably not a very good person to ask because I had a horrible high school experience.
Okay. Thank you.